Hey boys, welcome back to round 3 of our Canberra Raiders career 2019, and unfortunately, well, it's good and bad news because Jordan Rapana is back from injury, as you would have seen on the little sidebar there, but we have to pick our teams before it got updated, so we're still not able to play Rapana. So it's a bit annoying. It's weird that they haven't sort of fixed that issue, because the way the game works is you have to pick your lineup. I don't know how far in advance it is, but it's is it a week in advance or a few days? So a lot of times you'll find like a player, you go to pick the teams and a player is out injured, but he's only injured for like a day or two longer. So by the time the game rolls around, he's fine, but you can't select him. You know, granted, it's not a huge deal either way, but it's just it's a bit of a weird one that they haven't sort of fixed or just made a bit easier. But you know, whatever reason it is, you know, it's there. It's there for whatever reason. So Rapana, he'll be back next week. Michael Oldfield did a good stand-in job, and every time, I mean, in real life, Oldfield he's honestly a pretty underrated footballer. Every time he plays, he looks really good. Like, he looks like a player that, you know, he could be a starting player in a lot of teams and wouldn't let you down. So, you know, no issues at all with having Michael Oldfield play a few extra games throughout the season, as the Tigers, you know, first couple of real opportunities going their way, we're looking a little bit shaky early as Josh Hodgson tries to scoot out of dummy half and gets absolutely rocked for his troubles, and then he tries to make up for it and gives away a penalty, which, in all honesty, I was sort of trying to give them the 2 points, because that would have been like 3 sets in a row, basically defending our try line. So, you know, just give them the 2 points, reset, regroup. It's been a shocking start. So just try to regroup here. It's a beautiful little play there. There was a couple of decoy runners, and we found Jared Croker running that hard line between the center and winger. Beautiful little bits of ball playing as Joe Tarpany gets a nice little offload to Josh Papali. So looking at string a few passes together as Josh Hodgson now goes to the blind side. Try to link up. I don't know what Jared Croker just didn't. Bateman and Croker just were not on the same wavelength there. I wanted him to stay on the outside, but he tried to come back on the inside, but he just cramped us for no room as Jack Wine throws the big dummy, goes straight through. Jack Wine pinned the ears back, and he is going to score a sensational try. That's what we're looking for from Jack Wine, and that was beautiful, because I saw that there was no fullback in play, and there was also a couple of players going back on side through the dummy, and the dummy was actually like, it was like a legitimate dummy, because most times you dummy in this game, it throws a dummy, but it's not. You don't beat them with the dummy. It's the fact that you throw it and then a sidestep after it. But in that case, we just went straight through the hole, and it had the impression of actually looking like they took the dummy, went straight through, and Jack White. You know, that's the benefit of an ex fullback playing in the halves. He's got some serious toe, and was able to burn them. So great try. That's that's what we want to see. Jack White. He's a good ball runner, that's for sure. That's probably his biggest strength as a half. I mean, honestly, I've talked about it before, but honestly, he was probably my standout player of the year in terms of just surprise packets, because I thought he would be pretty good at 5'8", but I didn't expect him to be quite as good in just general 5'8" play with kicking in general. His ball playing ability was honestly pretty solid. And but I mean, we all knew his ball running ability was going to be pretty stiff, and his defense also outstanding. So in my opinion, probably honestly easily the biggest surprise packet of 2019, and you know, excellent year for him. It's a beautiful ball. Oh no. I thought we had the intercept for all money, dude. I don't know how we didn't. I knew the pass was coming, and granted, I should have just gone for the tackle, but I thought we had it. I thought we had the pick and I think it was Havili. I thought he was going to go the distance, dude. He was shot out of a cannon. Like, intercepting in this game is like fairly... It's very random. It's either the player sort of teleports towards the ball or intercepts don't really happen. As Joey Leilua here, beating 1, beating 2, beating 3. Keep going, son. Big BJ is absolutely killing him. He's going for the corner. Oh my goodness, what a run from the big fella there. Just could not be brought down. I don't know, it would have been a miraculous try. And then on the back of it, just getting in each other's way. It's been a bit of an issue the first couple of rounds, just not quite syncing up in our backline plays. Forwards getting in the way and backline plays sort of running the wrong angles, but big Leilua, what a run. He just absolutely mowed through some flimsy defense, and I mean that's I know a lot of people don't like Joey Leilua. Honestly, he's one of my favorite players, dude. I love him. I don't care. He's so good to watch. I don't know what people don't like him. I love him. I love Leilua. He's great. And he's honestly underrated. A lot of people like to talk shit about Leilua, but he's honestly like incredibly good. he's extremely good. His defense is very underrated as well, because he's just so strong that one-on-one he's gonna pretty much overpower any other centers. That is just that's a clinical try right there. Jared Croker getting is that the first for the season for Croker? Might very well be, but that was beautiful stuff. I think it was Elliot Whitehead dishing off a beautiful pass to that man Croker, looking to convert. A bit of a tougher kick here, and we are going to miss it. Croker had a lot of troubles from the left-hand sideline in real life. Couldn't slot any from that side, so makes sense. As Soliola gives away a very crucial high tackle penalty. They're going to go for the 2, which it makes sense. Level it up. It's going to come down to the wire. I feel like it's been a pretty good game. Both teams playing pretty solid footy. I think defensively we've been pretty tough. A couple of penalties which have killed us, and then I mean the early possession was a killer. It's a nice little blindside play off the scrum. It's going to be Michael Oldfield, our replacement winger, scores a beautiful try. It feels good, dude, because it was it wasn't like a genuine set play, but I just saw it open up there, shifted it back across the scrum, and Michael Oldfield, he found some open pasture, just had to beat the one defender coming across, did so, and scored a great try to get us in front. Croker with a big conversion, just gonna slice this one through. Beautiful kick there, 16-10, gives us a little bit of a buffer. The Tigers do have a chance to potentially level up, but they're gonna have to do something fairly special the last couple of plays here as they look to attack with Nofaluma. Definitely a handy man to give it to in any situation. Can provide some spark, but it's looking like a bit too little too late for the Tigers, and we are going to get away with our second win back to back. It's starting to roll. It's starting to get together. We're going to get a full strength lineup back next week, or maybe Soliola is going to be out. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.